guys, Jolton here, and today I am back with another video. So today I wanted to do something different, and as you see, I'm on this word pad which came with the computer and is horrible at writing with because one, you can't see how much you've written, and yeah, and two, it's not really the best, but I like it because I write it sometimes on it sometimes. But today I wanted to show you how to make a script slash a story, because these kind of go hand in hand, and this is something I've learned from myself and pretty much reading and looking at a script I got in theater class like a few months ago. So first I'm going to show you how to write a script, because that's if anyone wants to write anything, then or else just write a play, series, or anything like that, this is where you go to. And plus, reminder, this is just what I've taught myself and not really the best, so I'm not a professional, I'm just doing this for fun. So yeah, just going to write something here. I'm going to come up with a script on my head right now, and okay, I didn't plan this ahead. Okay, apparently not that, because I can't spell whistle, and plus this isn't going to help me. The Willow Woods. The Willow Woods. This is a completely new script, and what I usually do is I go, this looks good, scene, or well, actually, if you're going to write a script for an episode or a series, I usually go with episode 1, scene 1, bam. And then I go a little bit, we can take 14, and usually I just go click 3 times, so it goes like that, and write where they're seated in. For an example, Johnny is in the forest and is climbing a tree. That's simple. And then, her friend Johan comes. That's simple. It's really simple, and it's really good because you don't need too much. You don't have to go into detail, which in a story you would go a different way with more detail and stuff like that. But I will show you that later. So now to kind of do the conversation, we first write who's going to talk, and Johan is going to say something first. Hey there, what are you doing? Simple. And then she replies, climb a tree, and Johan goes, oh cool. That's simple. It's really simple. It's just that. Then we can go like this. Johan climbs a tree. Simple. And that's the scene. And then you go scene 2, go like this, and then start with the other scene. This is a really short scene, and it will probably be 4 or 5 seconds or something like that if you put it into an actual scene and do it. Because what I don't like about this program I'm using right now, I'm usually on another computer and writing a script, but I can't go into the computer right now because, well, reasons. So usually this is a reminder for the people that's going to write a script. This is going to be about 5 seconds or something like that, but a whole page will only be 1 minute, and that's it's really just not a lot. And if you're going to write a 15 minutes video or series or episode or anything like that, then you're going to have 15 plus pages, because 2 reasons. One, because sometimes, like I said, one page usually goes on 1 minute and maybe a little bit more, depending on this and how much you make it, because if you don't go into more detail, then it will be shorter. But if it goes to more, like, or not detail, but just an episode, if you're going to make a little bit longer of a scene, then, for example, Minecraft. If anyone wants to make a Minecraft video or series or anything like that, then make them go a little bit longer. Like, if they walk, then picture that, like, drag around and see where they're going, and then it will be a little bit longer. And if you would take that away, that's probably maybe only a few seconds, 10 seconds max, and that usually helps a lot, because, well, it helps a lot. And also, one thing, how big the text is also a really big thing, because if you're going to use 20 the whole time, then it's not going to be a long video. But if you're going to use 12, I'm right, because this is usually the size I'm going in text, and usually a lot, like, not the 12 on scene and episode or this, but this is what I'm going with, the text and dialogue and everything. So then it becomes a little bit longer, like usually 1 minute and 42 seconds or something like that, about. But if you make it a little bit longer, like I said, with walking or talking or anything like that, then it will become maybe 2 minutes or 2.5 or something like that, depending on how much you bring into it. So yeah, this is pretty much how you write a script. Now we're going to delete this, and actually we're going to go with the same thing but a story. We're going to go with the Willow Woods, and I'm going to go with the size of 12, because that's what I usually write in. And also, I don't think I have, no, I don't have it, but, oh yeah, I do have it, Times New Roman. That's what I usually write in when I write, because, well, it looks really good and I like it. So that's what I usually use, and well, as I've seen in books and other things like that, they also use it a lot. Now, if you want to write a book or anything like that, a short story or anything, then this is some tips. So usually when I start a story, it's what you want to do is bring into more action. For an example, Johnny falls off the tree, and Johan runs and catches her. This is pretty simple of a text. This is how you can write. But if you want to go into more detail, which is a good thing, because this is what you usually write in a script, as you saw before. Now, if you want to write more detail and more scenery and stuff like that, then probably it was a late fall evening. Wait. Evening. Yeah, it was a late day in fall. I don't know. Jan is sitting in a tree, looking over the, can't spell, the scenery. when all of a sudden she loses her grip, falls off, feeling the wind go through her hair. But right before she hits the ground, Johan, her friend Johan, catches her. Look, this was one sentence, and this is actually also a sentence, but a little bit longer and a lot more detailed. Like, which would you read? A story like this, or a story like this, or a book like this? I would so read this because it would bring me more into the like place and into the book, because then I can see clearly how the author is supposed or wants the reader to see it like. But here it's like, where are they, like, and what happens? Does she just fall off, or does she do something else, or anything like that? But this is just a lot better, and yeah, it's just a lot better. And if you're going to write a story like this, then it's just much better than this. And and then what I learned a lot in school, or well, mostly school, is how much you write. Like, you don't want a story that looks like this, because I'm just going to write like this, just random things, and now it's all crashing. Great! Oh, thank you. Now I'm just going to write more, and I'm going to delete a little bit of this. Just I'm trying to show, but it's not easy. This doesn't want to work for me today. Okay, there. If you go like this, the whole story, just with actual words, thank you, just having this, I'm going to copy paste like this, and it's hard to see what they're trying to say, and it's hard to focus. Try to read this, and it's not easy. One reason is because half of it is just random things, but hey, just when you're writing, use this. I'm just going to write like this again, because, well, I don't think you want me to write more like this and take a million years on writing a story like this, and bam, you got a lot better. Like, now you can actually see what you're writing, not the actual words, and bam, now we see like this is perfectly fine, and it just makes it a lot easier to read and not fall off the page or the words. This that's one explanation. Like, I am horrible at this, I know, but this is one thing you can do. But if you're going to, for example, go to another scene or take it later in the day, then you go like this. And two friends go home. Alright, gets home and see families inside a house. Bam! Then it's like, it's a lot easier to see than this, because now it's a different time. Or this is actually how I write. I don't know if I should write like this or anything like that, but it just brings a lot. It makes it a lot easier to see if it's in the same timeline or if it's somewhere else or anything like that, because it's just easier. And I'm horrible at explaining, but hey, it's life. So this is usually how I write a story, and of course a lot longer. And one difference between scripts and books and stories and stuff like that is stories/books are usually around maybe 500 pages long. The ones I've read are around that length, and while scripts, my scripts at least, one episode is about 10 or 15 pages or something like that, or sometimes 8 or anything like that. But it's not as detailed. As I said, as you see, this is not detailed than I wrote in the script one. So that's one thing you should really watch out for, because if you wrote a script like a book, then it would have taken forever to write one single script, and it's not something you should do. And plus, it may give you more pictures on how you will do it, but it's still horribly wrong for the person that's like reading. Like, it takes forever to write a script if it's going to be as long as a book and as detailed as a book and stuff like that, like, or anything like that, because it just makes it hard, and it usually takes several months to finish a book, and a script that's written like a book, it takes even longer. So that's one thing. And yeah, I don't have anything else. And actually, for the people that wants to write a book, then please write it more like this instead of what I wrote before without any detail or anything, because then the reader can actually get a picture of what's happening around and anything like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and yeah, I'm going to finish it here. And yeah, so I'm maybe not the best at explaining things, but I hope y'all understood at least a little bit. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!